Om Sri Aurobindo Mira, open my mind, my heart, my life to your light, your love, your power. In all things may I see the divine. Om Sri Aurobindo Mira is my refuge. The mother and Sri Aurobindo is my refuge. Bande Matram. On this glorious evening, we are going to discuss on a big topic, that is on why men fear death. Almost we'll discuss some 11 reasons why really men fear death. What is the cause of fear that for which man is almost every man they fear death. This cause we have to discuss in brief, of course, in this great hour, and this topic is of course a great topic, because almost everybody from the time immemorial till now, and this question will be asked even after this life also, from the centuries or millenniums, this same question is put forward before us in different formats, in different styles and different forms, in different wordings and different languages. Why men fear death? Because we know Jatasya hi Dhruvang Mritu, that concept is they are very much sticky to our consciousness. We know once we have taken birth means death is inevitable. And Sri Aurobindo clarifies also in his writings, this is the ignorance in among sevenfold ignorance. One is this ignorance of this death consciousness. Before this birth, we have taken many lives. After this birth, also we are supposed to take many lives, because this is a endless pilgrimage. But we know as if this is the end for which we want to enjoy everything without any assumption or apprehension. So we feel this is in us the fundamental ignorance is that this is the end, for which we really we really get worried, and we of course we fear death. And we'll take a couple of things. The essential conditions. The essential condition mother has quoted, even to the essential condition even to prepare for it, earthly immortality, is to completely abolish all the fear of death. We know in death is the spirit's opportunity. So immortality assured itself by death, immortal by renewed mortality. The assurance of the immortality through death, it has been ascertained by Sri Aurobindo. In immortality by immortal by renewed mortality. So as we are renewing our license, driving license and all, so this is by renewing our mortality, we are getting immortal. The essential condition for this is to abolish all fear of death. Then again, mother quotes here in collected works of the mother. We must neither fear it nor desire it. There must not it happen. Stand above it in an absolute tranquility. Stand above it. It means that death consciousness. Neither fear it nor desire it. So this is the condition. This is the precondition, and the mother quotes before us. And of course, couple of examples we have seen. We have taken from outside also, from the very Ravi Thakur, the Nobel laureate, from his actually Bengali edition, from one translation we have seen. Where is the journey's end? What is there beyond? All our hopes and desires and all our efforts, where do they peter out at last? A deep darkness is looming in front. Is there anything tangible beyond it? That's what the question mark, with the question mark, Tagore ends. So again, we'll find Timothy Findlay. He bluntly confessed in his inside memory, very interestingly, that he is quoting, after all that I have said, his quotations, after all that I have said and done, I have come to know for certain that no sure answer will come to my query about the death. No certain sure answer will come to my query, not at all. I have been given up the expectation of any reply. This reply is almost uncertain. It is unsure. Then again, another thinker, he actually mystery of death. He questions the central point is object is there. The fear of death is at the bottom of the fear of the unknown and that of the losing the known. So this fear, this quotation, and this one example he quotes before us, he puts before us. That is actually a very interesting line. The fear of death is at the bottom of the fear of unknown and that of losing the known. So this is the thing. It is when quoted earlier and quoted in this line. And mother quotes, of course, that which knows has no fear, that which is perfectly awake, which is fully conscious, which knows has no fear. That number one, that which knows has no fear. Number two, that which is perfectly awake, awake in the consciousness, who is fully conscious, who knows, has no fear, no fear. It is always something dark and that is afraid. So this is the dark consciousness, that darkness, that ignorance that creates the fear, as already we have seen. So we will go right now to quote the cause of fear. We have known, even Saint Joan we have seen, he was burnt alive. Still, then she feels nothing is there, because at the end she actually confesses. People don't know how long these people will be ready to accept your sense at the end of these things he is telling. So also the story of Jesus sister Saint Stephen we have seen, and this so many great examples are there. They don't know what they are doing. Even the consciousness is lower. They are deep in ignorance. These are the things for which they are creating the things. They are killing, they are actually terrifying the people and actually killing the souls in that way. But they don't know what they are doing. They must be forgiven. They must not be punished. So this is their view. Anyway, we are going to discuss something why really men fear death. Already we have known, we have seen some couple of lines from Sri Aurobindo, that beautiful quotations that as Sri Aurobindo quoted. Out of the darkness we still grow to the light. We know, Vasotma Sadgamaya, Tamoso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amrutam Gamaya. So from the there is from the lower hemisphere there is actually darkness, there is actually agony, there is actually mortality, everything is there. So it has to go. There is a call, Asotma, from untruth, falsehood to the truth. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, from the darkness to the light, from death to the immortality, Amrutyoma Amrutam Gamaya, you go. And still in the course, if it is there, they have come, they have to doing mother course here. Out of the inconscient, I build consciousness. And I build consciousness from the inconscient. Still in the course, and death my tunnel I drive through life to reach my unseen distances of bliss. So through death is a tunnel I drive through life to reach my unseen distances of bliss. The bliss is there where I will lead you. So thing is that, so here also here in the course, death is our road to immortality. His death is a beginning of the greater life. Death is the spirit's opportunity. Our death is made a passage to the new world. This is the old world. We are going to new world, and death an instrument of perpetual life. So why should we fear death? Why should we desire death? Men die that man may live and God be born. So how beautifully they have quoted, Mother and Sri Aurobindo has quoted. But thing is that we are afraid of this death. Now it is better to go for the reasons. 11 reasons we will quote why really men fear death. Number one, extinction of one's personal existence. His existence will be seized. Personal existence will be seized. He is worried, and that's why he is actually crying and he is fearing. Number two, I am suddenly snatched away by unnatural deaths. None to take my responsibility. I have got my responsibility, and I will be suddenly snatched away by the unnatural death. Who will take my responsibility? Number three, permanent separation from the lovables. My wife, my children, my parents, all the my family and my friends. I will be permanently snatched, separated from them forever. Number four, unfulfillment of dreams and achievements. I had my own dreams. It is unfulfilled, and achievement is very little. I have not achieved and fulfilled my dream, so I don't want to go. I have a lot of things to do. Thing is that time is short. No, naturally, time it does not actually that your that does not think of your whether you have fulfilled or it is time for you or not. When the bell rings, naturally you have to go give way. Then number five, the reason of fear is number fifth is total uncertainty of the time of advent of death. I don't know whether he will come in the summer or in the rain or in the winter. It is coming on the morning or night. When either on the hilltop or on the when I am swimming in the sea. When it will come, that is the total uncertainty of the time of advent of death. That is the creating a panic inside the man's mind and soul. The soul, of course, it is very conscious. But thing is that some very few are conscious of the soul. Then impotent rage, the rage that is impotent, we are actually very weak. Implacable enemy may come at any time. Any time he can come. He is actually impotent. We are impotent. They are actually invincible. They will come. He will come and take me away. Nobody can be there to have a check. Try to persuade. Try to stop me from dying. So that is the and unforeseen and strike me down. It will come. Not only come. It will strike me down. It is invincible. I am impotent. Nobody is there to know that a time and no preparation will be there. Even if that preparation is there, it can't know because from the time immortal, there is a big clash between love and death. Always the death is winning and love is losing. So naturally, I will be taken. Nothing can avert. Invincible, ineffable. Actually, it is done. It is complete. It is the right thing. It is inevitable. It is going to happen. Then the seventh reason, temporary agony, terrible agony, physical agony. When wants to face during the final dissolution, when I will be buried on the ground, under the ground, when I will be born to ashes, or anything might happen, or I will be thrown into the seas so that the crocodile or something shark they will take me out. That fear is there, terrible agony, physical agony, wants to face during the final dissolution. Then again, number eight, dark and somber face of ignorance behind death. Everything will be dark, everybody will be crying, there will be no replying word, nothing, no smile, no any nothing in the enlightened condition like this. So dark and somber face of ignorance behind death that creates panic and man actually is fearful. Then number nine, attachment to the pleasure and enjoyment. Enjoying life, simply vital enjoyment, physical enjoyment, it is going on. So mental pleasure, joy, music, everything is there. Life is going on smoothly. So it is a big attachment. So everything will go. Attachment to pleasure and enjoyment will be over. I don't want to be snatched away. Then again, number 10, sick bed. I will be falling for maybe months or years. I don't know. Sick bed, arrival of death, that is the religious with the that comes with the religious bent of mind. Again the work result karmavad. I have done what I have known. I know what will be the result, that also I know. Here also I am suffering or in suffering for my karma phala, and next birth also same thing will continue. So it is actually impassable, it is terrifying, horrible. So considering and thinking of all these concepts and concerns, man is afraid of death. So mother's quotation, what really we have to do here, if it is there for some time, it is the death of the physical body. Death means we are crossing from one country to another, one room to another, like this, changing the clothes. Like this, the death is coming. Nothing to worry, because a greater and a luminous birth waits. One must never wish for death. One must not never will to die. One must never be afraid to die, even if it is there. And under all circumstances, one must try to come out of it. So, mother is the goal. Thank you.